All right, now here's another question. Do you stand up or sit down when you wipe your ass?
Stand up.
I stand up.
Yeah.
So
I was thinking
apparently,
sometimes it's a half squat.
yeah, I only just learned like a couple of years ago that there are people who sit down and wipe. I always thought
Unfortunately.
I always thought standing up was the native way to do it. I don't know.
Yeah. I know it's some people come in from the front and wipe back to front.
Oh,
Yeah.
how? That just sounds obnoxious. They must not be packing.
That's what I was thinking.
Dude, if you can do it, like, see, my
Yeah.
problem is like I just have a big ball sack, so like that that would get in the way so bad. Be lifting my dumbbells here just to try to wipe my ass. No, we can't have that. Gotta stand. Dude, by curiosity, you have my address, right?
I don't think so. I just know where you live. Why?
So you know how I got like struck by lightning.
Yeah.
I was outside mowing. So technically I'm like heart rate and blood pressure watch right now. I was outside mowing and it got a
Yeah.
little more hot than I was expecting.
Well, hey, maybe don't do that.
And dude, I didn't finish. I still have to weed whack. But I
Dang.
started realizing I was like, holy shit, my heart is like beating fast and still kind of beating a little bit quick. So I was just asking if you had my address because if I pass out in the middle of this, if you could call 911 for
Yeah.
me.
Hey, 911. He lives over by me. That's
Yeah,
all I
that
got.
should really narrow it down.
On top of the hill.
But dude, it's so fucking hot out and I wasn't even expecting it.
Yeah, get some ice water in you. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking milk. Why?
What a weirdo.
You got a problem with milk? It's a
People that
nice
drink
hot day and I'm outside
no,
working. I want to come in and get a nice glass of cold milk.
no. People that drink milk plain are weirdos.
Mm,
If it's chocolate milk, that's different.
2%, baby.
But yeah, 2% obviously. But if it's plain 2% and you put chocolate sauce in it, that's fine too. Maybe some strawberry syrup. That's fine. Plain milk, psychopath.
I feel like I'm being judged right now.
Well,
I've done this all my life. I come in for
wh-
mowing, I drink a nice cold glass of milk like a
that's
real
crazy.
man.
Which way do you wipe?
Dude, my bones, not muscles, but my bones are strong as fuck, dude, because I drink milk every day.
That didn't answer my question. I said, which way do you wipe?
You wipe away from the dick, of course.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. That's what I do. Some people wipe from the front.
All right, now here's another question. Do you stand up or sit down when you wipe your ass?
Stand up.
I stand up.
Yeah.
So
I was thinking
apparently,
sometimes it's a half squat.
yeah, it's usually more of like a squat for me.
I like to stand up.
But that's also because like we have a window in our bathroom that has no blinds. And so Sammy, she's short enough where it's just fine. But me, when I stand up, the neighbors can totally look in and see me wiping my ass. So like I kind of do a squat to
That's
make sure.
hilarious.
But yeah, I only just learned like a couple of years ago that there are people who sit down and wipe. I always thought
Unfortunately.
I always thought standing up was the native way to do it. I don't know.
Yeah. I know it's some people come in from the front and wipe back to front.
Oh,
Yeah.
how? That just sounds obnoxious.
I
They must not be packing.
That's what I was thinking.
Dude, if you can do it, like, see, my
Yeah.
problem is like I just have a big ball sack, so like that that would get in the way so bad. Be lifting my dumbbells here just to try to wipe my ass. No, we can't have that. Gotta stand.
As flex. You just get poopy balls.
We're off to a good start here. Yo, dude,
Oh shit, hold on. I got my
buttons
pizza's in the
undone.
oven. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Your pizza's in the oven? AJ's got a sign on his wall right now that says caution men, no shirt, no service. Women, no shirt, free drink. I applaud him for that one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
I messed up.
You sent me a Snapchat, what'd you say? Shit, one sec.
Look at this.
Bro, that is one burnt pizza.
I forgot I You distracted me.
And you
I
called
told
me a
myself
savage.
I told myself not to forget the pizza.
How did I distract you?
Oh, we started talking.
Oh, yeah. Heaven forbid, man. Trying to record a podcast.
Well, I forgot I had it in there, to be honest.
Dude, that pizza looks like straight up cardboard right now.
This is how I like it, though.
Burnt?
Not burnt, just a little cooked. I prefer it be this than not.
Yeah. Is that so? What, a little
Oh,
hot?
no, it tastes fine. Well, how was your day today?
I mean, besides almost dying out in the yard, dude, I am still like wringing of sweat right now. Wearing this Hawaiian, hoping that I can air myself out a little bit. But the problem is, you see this like burly chest I have going on here? Like,
Burly.
dude, I take off one shirt, I'm wearing an all natural shirt underneath. I just can't hide from it. That's why I'm always hot.
Well, you can't help it. It's part of being a man.
One day you'll know when you can actually grow some facial hair and some chest
I
hair. And
can I can too grow facial hair.
dude,
See
there's
that?
absolutely nothing there.
That's 1 week of growth.
That's like an etch a sketch.
That'd be pretty cool.
Now this is how you do it. This is less than a week right here.
Not
So,
everyone can be a Sasquatch.
do you believe in Bigfoot?
Yeah.
I do too.
Good.
Bigfoot's definitely out there. Dude, so the Rinsky property, me and dad, I think this was like 7th grade, 7th or 8th grade for me. Me and dad are out there working on that trail. That's now, the Rinsky Trail or whatever for Cardinal. And we were working on that trail. And we heard this like thunderous roar that he and I could not identify it. And when my dad got spooked, that's when like I got especially spooked. He said, I have no clue what around here would make that. It sounded like a bear, but there's no bears here in Ohio. Unless like one stray black bear had gotten across and not recorded for.
There's bears in Ohio.
Dude, this was
Talking Hills.
yeah, which I mean I guess is in theory they can come down to Claremont County and all that, but I don't know, man. It was weird. It was in the middle of the day. It was a little cloudy, and we just hear this biggest roar from deep in the woods. It was too deep to be anything like a bobcat or coyote or anything like that. We both froze, and and again, Dad never gets scared of this stuff. Dad was like, "We're gonna pack up. We're gonna go back because I have no clue what that is, and I don't want to be around here to find out, especially just in case it happens to be a bear."
Yeah.
We don't want to be stuck out there with a bear. And then if it is Bigfoot and he's like pissed off, oh, dude, I think that's even more scary.
It would be because bears will run away from you. Bigfoot.
Well, we don't know.
Mm-mm.
No one's actually tried to square up against a Bigfoot, I guess. Do you think
Well,
you'd win that fight?
Not that one and came back to tell a story.
That's true. There's a lot of people who disappear into the woods. We don't know what happens to them.
I do not think I'd win a fight against a Bigfoot.
You don't think so?
No, because if they're anything like my class we talked about this. They're closest related to the Gigantopithecus, which is a huge monkey essentially,
Mhm.
primate, and even now chimpanzees are at least 2 times stronger than humans.
Oh, yeah. Dude, you're not winning a
They
fight
just
against a chimpanzee.
rip you apart. Let alone if the chimpanzee was 9 feet tall and a ton.
And just slightly more intelligent.
Yeah. Yeah, just now if you had a gun or a weapon, it would be different. But
Do you think Bigfoot has a weak spot? He's got to have a head as solid as a rock. You think he could like survive a first round shotgun blast?
easy. That's why you kick him in the balls.
Oh, yeah.
You kick him in the balls, everyone's sensitive spot there.
Straight up street rules when fighting Sasquatch right now. Balls are allowed.
He falls to his knees, and then you get a good whack on him, and then you can start fighting him.
Dude, what if it's like oh no, I'm not gonna say it because it's kind of fucked up. I shouldn't say it.
That would be bestiality. Any way you look at it.
No, I'm
it
I'm
is.
not saying like that. I'm saying like, what if it's like What if fighting Sasquatch is like fighting someone with autism, where they just like don't know their own strength? And like maybe like, you might blast him in the balls, but in the moment he's not gonna think about that pain. He just takes it like a champ. And if you throw that right hook at his face, he just smacks you open handed right back and knocks you flat on your ass.
I think Bigfoot knows his strength.
You think so?
Yeah.
So
Has to.
so you think Bigfoot's intelligent to, where like a chimpanzee can legitimately go primal, and that's why like they can kick our ass. There
Primal.
you go. Primal. Prime. Shout out Logan Paul. Right? Is that his?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out
It is
Logan
the best.
Paul.
It is legitimately the best drink I've ever had in my life.
Is it? I've never
Have you had it?
No.
Oh my god, it's so good.
I'll have to try it for the next podcast.
And it's really good for you.
Is it actually?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I always get kind of sketched out because, like, anytime a YouTuber releases something like that, it's some kind of scam in some way. But a lot of people still like to knock on Logan Paul, especially, I mean, with reason from the Japanese forest incident. But the dude's got great content right now. I'm not going to lie. I love his TikToks. I love the Impulsive podcast. He's got great content out there right now. Dude's also, he's kind of a beast. The fact that he's willingly squaring up against the boxers that he is,
Yeah.
I'll try.
Who was it? Jake Paul just basically called Andrew Tate a pussy.
Dude, I'm not following any of that drama. I have no idea who this Andrew Tate guy is or where he came from. But here's the thing.
He's a clown.
I've become a believer in Jake Paul. I think Jake Paul would win that fight if they were to fight. I think Jake Paul, and a part of me hates admitting this, but the dude's become a legit fighter. Him and Logan both.
Yeah.
I think they've done training that's legit. Not just for YouTube boxing matches, but they've done some legit training. And I think that they're fighters who could match up against almost anyone.
Yeah. Ohio boys.
Yeah, Ohio bred. They drink that good Ohio milk, UDF.
No, they had Lake Erie water.
That's true. That really does build you different. What do you think's more dangerous, Lake Erie or the Ohio River?
Ohio River.
No, 100%.
That's nasty.
Yeah, dude, you swim in the Ohio River, you could become an amphibian.
That'd be cool.
I thought I would get superpowers getting struck by lightning, but I think you would legitimately become a mutant if you just willingly swam in the Ohio River right now.
A rapid heartbeat is a superpower.
Not really, dude. It kills you. It's more like a super villain.
Huh, well. Okay, question.
Yeah, answer.
Have you ever heard the song I'm Blue?
The one that's like, I'm blue, I'm a D, I'm a da.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think we could play that on here and it won't get taken down?
Yeah, sure, dude. That's that song can't have too strict of royalty issues, right?
Yeah, David Guetta used it. Okay.
That totally gives us the rights to use it if David Guetta used it.
Can you hear it? I don't think Discord picks up music.
I don't think Discord picks up music. Yeah, I don't hear it.
Oh my god, that's
Dude,
annoying.
That's actually kind of crazy that Discord can block that.
Yeah, I guess I can't really turn it off. But I was gonna say, I'm blue, I would beat off a guy. Is what it sounds like when you play it. I'm blue.
Was it the actual song that you were playing?
I would beat off a guy.
I mean, I can add it in post-production when you're supposed to be playing it.
Yeah.
But I'm blue, I would beat off a guy.
I'm blue, I'd beat off a guy.
What's that have to do with being blue?
Don't know. That's just what I always sing when the song comes on.
What about I'm a dude, I would beat off a guy?
That probably works too.
Yeah. I'm a dude, I would beat off a guy.
Anything about beating off a guy, I'm sure works.
Give him a cream pie blue, I would beat off a guy.
That's a good one.
Yeah. They kind of called me like the Wayne Brady of white people, but not.
Is he the guy that's on Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Yeah, Wayne Brady, yeah.
Yeah, that guy's hilarious.
He's the best one on there.
Yeah, he's funny. I like all of them.
You want to talk about the lightning strike?
Yeah, the people want to hear the story.
The people want to hear the story. Okay.
Yeah. You
So,
can't just get struck by lightning.
yeah, I have just
struck
like
by lightning sticker.
I have been like casually just like dropping it here, like, yeah, ever since I got struck by lightning. So, here's the story. I didn't technically get struck by lightning. I don't know how to describe it. I was like less than 20 feet from the impact. The ER doctor did say like there's a good chance, since my brain had shut off, that like a little root of the lightning bolt broke off and like found its way to me. But here's the story. Sammy and I were at her dad's house for her sister's birthday, and he lives on a golf course, and we hear this storm rolling in. And because we're at her dad's house, he doesn't have a fenced in yard. I gotta take the dogs out to do their potty business on a leash. And Peanut is the biggest priss for a dog. She refuses to get just even a little bit wet. Butters, the golden doodle, oh dude, splashes in any puddle, tries to get as muddy and wet as possible. But Peanut, our 7-year-old prima donna, that girl refuses. Like if it's raining, even sprinkling, she will not go out. If the grass is wet, she will not touch the grass. Just a big purse about water. So we see the storm rolling in. Like, oh God, I'm gonna have to take him out. It's still blue skies over top. It's not like I'm going out in the middle of the storm. It's still blue skies over top. You can see the wall of clouds coming our way. But I step out. The wind starts picking up a little bit, but it's still dry. You can hear thunder in the distance, but it sounds like it's still really far away. Wind's picking up a little bit, still sunny. There's still players on the golf course playing golf right now. Like, they're not even concerned. They're like, yeah, we can still get like 3 or 4 holes in. And so I have the dogs out. Peanut finished. All right, take her in. Butters is still yet to go, so I took her back out. Let go of the leash just to give her a little bit of extra space. Butters hadn't gone all day, so I was like, damn, I really need this dog to fucking shit already. So I let go of the leash just to give her some space. I step onto the road. And almost instantly, dude, like a giant balloon coming over my body, for about 5 seconds, I felt this sudden surge of just static, like the static charge take over my body. But it all happened so fast, and I was so confused, I didn't have time to think like, oh shit, I'm about to get struck by lightning. Plus, like, what am I gonna do? Like, I'm already 20 feet from getting inside. Like, I don't have time, so I just gotta take it like a man. Post. Yeah, just grab onto the nearest metal
thing. Like a man. Just lightning bolt like a man.
I just gotta take it like a god, call me Thor. No, I guess what I could have done was quickly jump onto my wife's car, which is right there, but I don't know if being on top of a car would save you from a lightning strike. Being inside, maybe, so. but I feel a sudden surge
still hurt you.
Do what?
It would hurt you.
Oh yeah, it would definitely hurt. I think
it
even if you're
as bad as if you were just standing.
I think that even if you're inside of a car and it got struck by lightning, even though the rubber is going to absorb it, I think it's still going to hurt. It might blow up your car still.
You still feel it, and I think it shuts off the electric, but you don't die.
Yeah, so. In theory. Yeah, I get the sudden surge of static over my body. All the hairs on my arm and my head, and I'm wearing a polo, so like the bits you can see of my chest, because there's always some tuft sticking out, starts like raising up, and I can feel it standing like straight up. I'm like, what the fuck? And then there's a flash and the loudest clap I ever heard. And I wake up. I'm like, what the fuck? I never actually fell down. I woke up just in time to realize I'm like halfway falling. But I'm like, what the fuck? I'm checking myself. I'm feeling myself all over, just another day. And
just out in the middle of the street.
Just out in the street, feeling myself, Yeah. This is why I'm like not allowed 800 feet within the nearest elementary, But that's a joke. It's a joke. That would suck because my wife is a K-3 teacher.
That's how you have easier access to the school.
That's right. They can't restrain me. Okay, jokes. Anyways. Or is it?
The joke.
I come back to, and I'm like, holy shit, I think I just got struck by lightning or something like that happened. I didn't even look behind me to see that her dad's neighbor's house across the street, less than 20 feet away from me, had gotten pulverized by this lightning bolt. Dude, I run inside. Butters is already standing at the door. Thank goodness I'd let go of Butters' leash, or else that could have been even worse. So I run to the door. I'm in a heaping amount of sweat just because even that like 1 second of the lightning strike, hot as fuck, dude. It felt like I was inside an oven for a second. It was insane. Just hot as balls. Yeah, you ever wondered like how hot Satan's balls would be?
Not until just now.
Well, now you're thinking about it was probably as hot as that. Like, imagine being a sperm inside Satan's nutsack. That's like how hot it was. But anyways, I'm getting back to the door. Butters is already there. Sammy and her family has now realized, like, holy shit, Chase was out there. Like, you know, they obviously felt that lightning strike and thunder inside. They're like, oh, fuck, Chase is outside. And so we meet at the door. I'm like, guys, I think I just, like, either got struck by lightning or almost got struck by lightning. I have no fucking clue what's going on. And we're trying to figure out where that lightning strike had hit. And then finally, I look out the front door just to see if there's, like, a burn mark on the street or something. There's not, but I'm like, oh my God. The neighbor across the street, so their house, they have like a roof that goes like cathedral style. It like comes up at a point, and they have an attic up there. Just got zapped, like blown up. The roof got blown up, like that steeple. Luckily, the family was gone because they do have little kids. Like, imagine how terrifying that would be for that to happen. Like, there's like 3 or 4 little kids in this family. One of them is only 6 months old. Another one of Sammy's dad's neighbor calls the fire, like the ambulance. Fuck, they called 911, the fire truck, the EMT, and all that. And there's like 3 fire trucks there, 2 ambulances. They're actually having to like take the ladder out to the roof because they smell there's an electrical fire inside the house. The entire house got surged, like all their appliances and everything, sad as fuck. But the firemen are doing their thing. Meanwhile, like, my mom's concerned. Garrett and Jenny call me because they're concerned. Obviously, Sammy's concerned. They're like, even if you only just got grazed by this lightning strike, you still felt some kind of impact. I mean, you blacked out. I'm like, no, I'm fine. I'm running on this adrenaline. So Sammy, while I'm inside pissing, Sammy breaks my trust by going and talking to the paramedics to, you know, my overall well-being. Wow.
Breaks your trust.
I know. I told her I didn't want to go. And so they're like, hey, you know, we're not going to charge you for, you know, to check your vitals. I'm like, fuck, okay, sure, I'll get checked out then. I know how much you guys bill. I go and get checked out. My blood pressure is astronomically high. My heart rate's astronomically high. They're like, dude, you should go to the hospital. I'm like, no way, man, I ain't going. They're like, no, you should really go to the hospital. In fact, we really think that we should take you to the hospital just in case because you could have a heart attack. I was like, no way, dude. Like, ambulances charge you like $20,000 and medical center is only like 5 minutes down the road. I'm like, there's no way I'm going by. I feel fine. Like, dude, your numbers are high. I'm like, I'm good. So I sign off saying that I willingly chose not to ride with the ambulance. Me and Sammy go to the ER. I get there. They're like, you know, it's going to be about an hour wait. What are you in here for? I was like, I think I got struck by lightning. They're like, oh shit, we'll check you out now. So they take me, run my vitals, my BP, my blood pressure is even higher than what it was in the ambulance. They're like, forget the waiting room. If you blacked out and your blood pressure is still this high, we're going to take you back now. I'm like, oh shit, this could be real. So they get me back. They hook me up on an EKG. I get a chest x-ray. Long story short, all that was fine and normal. I just had to wait for my blood pressure to come down. But they were, you know, they were talking about like, so you blacked out. I was like, yeah. They're like, so the reason why you blacked out is because essentially what that lightning strike did to you was turn your brain off and back on like a power switch. I'm like, dude, that's weird. Like, I got a hard reboot, dude, just like a computer. You know, if you just like shut a computer down without going through the steps, how you can have some like memory leak and all that. You can like actually fuck up your computer by doing a hard reboot. Yeah, well, that can happen to your body too, by the way. If your entire system just does a hard reboot, that can also fuck you up too. So I thought I was fine. Sunday, I guess I'm still running the high in the adrenaline of the shock and everything. Monday, I get to work, and this is the first step I should have known something was off. Not since like fucking high school. I've never left my house without my wallet. It is like a part of my clothing. If I don't have my wallet on me, I am naked. I always leave my house with my wallet. Sammy knows this is my routine. In fact, just even sitting here on the computer, I have the wallet in my pocket. Why? Just because it's the way I am. I get to work, I'm like, I didn't fucking bring my wallet. That's weird. So then I'm typing out a work email, and I send this to one of our business partners, and he replies back. He's like, Chase, are you okay? I'm like, why? You know, I kind of like drink some water. I look at this email, and dude, I messed up every other fucking word. Like, my brain just if I was trying to type out seminar, because it was a lot of like seminar information that we do, I fucking typed out cinnamon for some reason. Anywhere that was supposed to be seminar was like cinnamon. When I tried to type out change, it came up as chain, like CHIN. And just naturally in my head, when I was typing this out, it was like having a stroke, but written out. And I was like, dude, this is weird. Something's up. My boss comes in. He's like, hey, what's up? I heard you mention like to the front desk that you were like struck by lightning this weekend. Like you're just gonna casually mention that. Like I was like, well, yeah, I thought I was fine, but Nathan, I don't know if I'm fine now. Like, dude, I just sent this email to Marcin and fuck, like you cannot understand it. It's like solving some kind of word problem. So I'm like, I'm gonna wait around, see if I feel any better, drink some more water. I wasn't feeling better. It just everything started becoming a blur. I became really disoriented. Nathan's like, hey, dude, you should just like go home and work from home. Work in intervals that you feel comfortable, but get home, man. I was like, okay. I started driving home, and this is how I also know something was fucked up with my head. I come up to two different intersections that's already a yellow light, and I know like it's gonna turn red before I get to the fucking light. So normally, what would your mind do? Like you're gonna hit the brake. No, dude, my foot hits the gas pedal and floors it. Lights turn red, and thankfully there's that little bit of delay between a red light and a green light because my big black Chevy ass is just hauling ass through the intersection, and I'm standing there like, no, 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 fuck it. I'm like, I know what's going on, but I can't stop myself. And I'm like, shoot, I'm like in the middle of the intersection now. I've got to commit at this point. But that happened to me twice, dude. I was so thankful to get home. Someone or something was looking over me because my God, dude, my head was not right. Tuesday, I was feeling a little bit better, still a little disoriented. Yesterday was tough, dude. I had this migraine that I couldn't kick. I just didn't want to talk to anyone. I felt like I had tunnel hearing and everything. So what happened essentially was I got a percussion concussion from the thunder, which thankfully my eardrums are intact. It could have been a lot worse, but I got this percussion concussion that was part of like what blacked me out. And so I have a concussion, not from falling, but from just essentially an explosion happening right by my head. So I'm fighting a concussion right now. So yeah, dude, again, I hope you know like where I live, because whether if I pass out from this concussion or if I pass out from just my heart rate going up, I really need you to call 911 for me.
What's the name of your street?
Off the record. But yeah, dude, that was my Saturday. I struck by lightning. I don't even know how to describe it. Like, not technically, maybe like if a little zap did like branch off and get me. I don't know. It wasn't a direct hit from a bolt. Thank God. But this ER doctor, dude, asshole, is like, hey, by the way, your chances of getting struck twice are greater than getting struck once. And I was like, how's that going to make me feel better, doc? It doesn't.
That doesn't make it. That doesn't mean you will get struck by lightning again. This I looked it up and it says according to USA Today, there are about 25 million lightning strikes across the US annually.
Okay.
And about 3,000 of those strike people. And then about 20 to 40 die.
Oh, so my odds are good. I'm a young, healthy man.
Yeah. You got plenty of time to be struck again.
I did look up the stat, and I had no idea. Some stat like 1 in every 250 houses gets struck by lightning each year. That's an insane stat. 1 in 250 houses. Oh, excuse me. That was a milk burp. 1 in every 250
Nasty.
houses.
Don't drink milk, you weirdo.
Dude, that was a milk burp.
That's nasty.
But yeah, that was my weekend. How was your weekend? Was it as exciting?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what I did. Friday we went to one of our friends' farmhouses and swam.
Yeehaw.
Partied there. It was pretty fun.
Okay.
Got to hang out with everybody before we go back to school. Yeah, we stayed up till like 4, chatting, took some fun pictures, and just partied. It was nice, relaxing. And then I don't even know what I did Saturday. I assume nothing. Did we podcast Saturday night?
Saturday? No, dude, I was in the ER.
Oh yeah, you're right. When did we do that? Thursday?
Yeah, it was Thursday. Yeah.
Oh, cool. So we're 1 week apart. Not bad.
I was originally gonna try to have the podcast done by Saturday, but fucking lightning
Yeah.
was a dick and struck me,
Yeah.
so that got delayed.
Should have taken it like a man.
Well, I was trying, you know. It's like it's not like I can hide from it right now, so I'm just gonna stand here and just Shazam, dude. I told I told my doctor, I was like, hey, look, I'm gonna go see if I have superpowers. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go jump out of a 4-story building and yell Shazam, and either I'm gonna turn into like the fucking god of thunder, or I'm gonna
You'll
end up right
turn
back in your ER.
not off a 4-story building. You won't.
Shazam! But
You'll become pavement.
yeah,
What happens?
yeah,
Oh,
probably. You ever read um, fuck, what's it, Lord of the Flies?
yeah.
What happens to the fat kid when he gets pushed off the cliff?
I didn't read it that well.
Dude, it goes into graphic detail like a watermelon. He just splats on the rocks below. They talk about his like guts and everything down there, and yeah, it's what the bullies did to the fat kid in Lord of the Flies. So you know, the moral of that story is don't be fat. Don't be the
Well,
fat kid of the group.
I think it depends on how you analyze it. I don't think that's the. I don't think that was the one on purpose. I think it's more of human nature is bad. I remember that part.
Yeah. No, that's like the true analysis, but I think that what they're also trying to get at is don't be the fat kid of the group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
where are the girls at?
Dude, are there
They're not
girls in
there.
that book?
I don't think
I
so.
don't think so. Yeah, it's like all boys. What the fuck
Yeah.
were they doing? How does that book
They
open?
were.
Okay, wait. Let me Google this right now.
Don't
I'm
remember. I
curious.
think the plane crashes, right?
Well, yeah, but like, why is it just a plane of like young boys?
Soccer team, maybe.
Why is it a
Actually, that actually
plane
happened. I think.
of young boys in
Oh, Jesus.
Lord of the Flies? The
The
boys
amount of
arrive on the
times you've
island in a
typed in "young
plane.
boys" into your phone.
I know, dude. I'm gonna have the FBI knocking on my door anytime now.
Huh.
Why are the boys on the airplane? Let's see here. Lord of the Flies takes place on unnamed, uninhabited tropical island in the Pacific during a fictional worldwide war. During the year 1950, the boys arrive on the island when the airplane that was presumably evacuating them crashes. Okay, so it's a fake worldwide war. I guess it's inspired by World War II. Just a bunch of boys who are refugees getting planed out of somewhere. Plane crashes. Now they're all like tribal and killing each other.
And that'll get you through AP English.
That's right. If you're in AP English right now and you're listening to this podcast, that's like the entire summation of that book. In the end, human nature, it's
Left to their
very
own devices.
primal. There's always
Yep.
going to be someone who wants to be in charge. There's always going to
Yeah.
be a leader, and there's always going to be people who kill each other no matter what.
Can't stop it.
There's an alpha dog mentality out there.
Aggressive. They get physical.
So just be a likable person.
Let's get physical.
Rest in peace. Be that
Would you
person.
still get physical with ONJ?
Wait, repeat that.
Would you still get physical with ONJ? Rest in peace.
I mean, it wouldn't be my proudest moment.
Why?
Do you think she was buried or like cremated?
I don't know. Buried, probably.
So she still got her body intact.
No. I'm gonna stop right there, and we're gonna change the
I
subject.
mean, you're the one that asked. Like,
No, that's not what I said. Did you see they're making a Winnie Pooh horror movie because it just got put into public domain?
I did see that. That's kind of cool, dude. These people wasted no time. Like literally, Winnie the Pooh went into public domain,
They had it ready to
and
go.
this trailer came out. Like these people fucking made this, knowing damn well, like, hey, 2022, Winnie the Pooh is ours. It's
Oh.
wild. Have you seen the trailer?
No.
It's wild,
I'll
dude.
watch it later, maybe. I don't want to get scared.
Wasted no time on it. What else do you have for us? What you got in your notes there?
Someone, I know who it is, but technically it's an anonymous submission
Okay.
if you want to do that.
Okay.
It's actually a question
Mm-hmm.
said. It's funny because I know who it is.
Okay.
Hey guys, I just recently went to a family member's birthday party and saw a pretty girl. I went up to her and we started talking. She was really cool. We talked about our hobbies and our favorite video games. She likes rock climbing and Smash.
Bro, is this?
No. No, it's not. That's hilarious, though. I made a funny joke about smashing, and she laughed. But then it
Okay.
got
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
Yeah. Probably.
I asked my dad who it was after the party, and he said that it was technically my cousin. He said it was his cousin's daughter, and later found out that she's my half second cousin. So she's my second cousin's half sister. So my question
Huh.
is, should I keep talking to her? I really liked her, but it feels kind of weird. Is that wrong?
Okay, so,
Second, half second cousin.
dude, I want to know. So after the podcast, I have to know who this is. All right. So since I don't know who it is, what? Who is it? We'll bleep out the name.
It's hilarious.
That is absolutely hilarious. Yeah. Okay.
Now,
So
are parts of that possibly made up? Possibly, but
got a little
hilarious
creative.
question still. Yeah,
Yeah.
hilarious.
So
Especially since he's in a relationship with someone that I don't think is his cousin. They could be related, but I'm not
maybe
sure.
this is the origin story. Maybe
Yeah.
they are actually cousins, and he's like
Yep.
just now coming forward, like, "Hey, look, this is weird."
They're half. What was that? Half second cousin.
Half second cousin. I mean,
Yeah.
we're second
No.
cousin.
Yeah. Second cousin's half sister.
Second cousin's half sister.
Second cousin's.
So
So that'd
so
be
only
like.
really, it's a small
So that'd be,
blood thin line there.
so it's like you and me, but if your dad had a kid with someone else.
Yeah, I mean that's still like kind of weird because there's definitely
Yeah.
still blood there, but I mean like FDR and that didn't stop Franklin Delano Roosevelt or Eleanor Roosevelt.
I think this might be a hot take.
Okay.
As long as you don't have a kid, is it really that big of a deal?
Yeah, try to stay away from a bastard child. Like,
It's just sex.
dude, you
Yeah.
know, this
I
is
mean,
this is an interesting question.
yeah.
When you kind of look at any family ever, you kind of started from inbreeding because like most towns and civilizations only started with a couple families, you know. At some
That's
point they
true.
had to cross
That's
lines.
true.
It was only kind of more recently that I think we finally definitively figured out that the Osborns and the Conover side are the same Osborns on my grandpa's side. So,
That's a problem.
yeah, it's
That's
just a little bit of a
That's
problem.
that's hilarious.
Um,
But even looking at it biblically,
yeah.
Adam and Eve, hey, there's two of them.
I mean, Eve was a part
Everyone
of
else
Adam.
is.
Like that's about as ancestral as you can get.
That is tech. Yeah.
Is that called masturbation at that point?
No.
I mean, it's technically your body. Eve was built from his ribs. Like, is that masturbation at that point? Or actually, even more so, is it weird? So they were built from like the dirt of the earth, but yet I'm gonna get in trouble if I go out in my backyard and make a little pound of like a little mound of dirt and start fucking it. Like, come on.
I mean, if
Where's
you
the
go in your
fairness?
backyard, theoretically, you should do it while no one's looking.
Oh, okay. Just got to build that privacy fence.
Ye Why you would do that in the first place? I don't know. That's how you get. I don't even know what you would get from that.
Dude,
You would get some sort of disease
when are we gonna build this lazy river in the backyard?
whenever you want.
We should do that. I'll
Just
have
need a
no
shovel.
backyard at that point, but
Then you won't have to mow.
that's true.
You just float in the lazy river.
I
and
can just
drink.
float in the crazy. Oh, dude.
For
Hello.
crazy?
Speech impediment. Raggy? Lazy river? No, dude, I can just float in the lazy river and drink a nice cold glass of milk all day. Look, dude, I finished it. Fuck you.
That's disgusting.
It's even a little bit warm now. All right.
Ew. That's even worse. Warm milk.
Yes, sir.
Ugh. Ugh.
Okay, so to answer this question, I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with talking to her.
No, shut it down.
You think shut it down?
Yeah.
Well,
You're not,
okay, so
you're
here's
not just talking.
if you can just talk to your cousin, but yeah, no, you're right. Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Yeah.
Not good, especially since we know who it is. He's
That's true.
HORNY 24/7.
That is so fucking funny. Okay, so if we didn't know who it was, would you still have that same conclusion to shut it down?
Shut it down.
Shut it down?
Actually, I take that back. No, I'd change my opinion.
Okay, so what's your so say this isn't who it is. What would your opinion be?
Go for it.
All right. Why?
Because I don't care about them.
Okay, yeah. Fucking love whoever you want to love, right? Who are we to say
Yeah.
that you can't?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the next. We're actually advocating for that. It's gonna be
We're ahead of the curve.
LGBTQC for cousins.
That's right. Dude, we're ahead of the curve here. You can't fucking cancel us.
Oh,
We're one step
progressive
ahead.
as fuck.
That's right. uh, um, so that kind of reminds me of a story of a certain guy that we also know. Dude, this story is fucking hysterical. Okay, so a certain guy that we know.
Okay, I'm gonna guess who it is.
I'm throwing a party in 2016. Sammy and I in our 1-bedroom apartment. It's a Halloween party. It's a fucking banger, dude, for an apartment party. Like 1-bedroom apartment, but there was at least at one point 100 people crammed into this apartment. Fucking raver. We made this jungle juice. It didn't even taste like alcohol, but it had at least 6 jars of Everclear in it, as well as other drinks too. Fucked you up. And we were playing Boom with it and like beer pong, but like where we actually filled the cups with the jungle juice because there's so much alcohol in it. There's no amount of germs that could have survived in that place. Dude, Peanut got drunk because people were spilling it and she's walking around licking it. And finally we realized that she started stumbling around. Holy shit, we should probably put Peanut like in our bedroom right now. But
Yeah.
but there's a certain guy who is single. Not, he doesn't typically talk to girls. Just a super attractive guy, very handsome. He's a lot more sexy than he gives himself credit for, so he needs to just like go up and fucking talk to girls. But like girls love him. Girls always asking about him. Girls want to know about him. But he's a little shy. He's not as like once you get to know him, he's a super sociable person, but he's not going to walk up and approach you and start the conversation.
You can bleep this out, but is it?
It is, yeah. All right, so he gets a little bit of liquid courage in him.
Got
And
to.
he's out there in the middle of the floor dancing like he's doing like his Michael Jackson impressions. It's fucking hysterical. Like that's when you know that he gets some drinks in him. And he starts talking to this girl who is the sister of one of my fraternity brothers. Shout out Pike and fuck Pike. But anyways, he's talking to
Jesus.
one of my fraternity brother's sisters. She's like hot, and all the guys in the fraternity always talk about how hot she is. A couple of different bros wanted to be Eskimo bros with her, but like totally respected this brother. So like I don't think it ever happened. Not that anyone knows, at least. But he starts talking to her. They're really hitting it off. And like the night ends, and he's talking about her. He's like, man, this girl's just like, she's sexy, she's nice, we have a lot in common. I'm like, yeah, dude, that's great. You should pursue her. So a couple weeks goes by. He's on Facebook. He finds her on Facebook. He's looking through her profile pictures and stuff. He's like, man, dude, this girl's really sexy. In comes his dad.
Oh,
And his
no.
dad's like, hey, bud, what are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Do you want to go get dinner? Oh, what are you doing looking at your cousin's profile?
Heyo.
And his gut just drops. And he's like,
Oh.
who? And he's like, yeah, that's your cousin.
Oh.
Bro.
How funny would that be as a parent to like just make that up?
Dude, like I guess
It's
it'd be
like, you know,
funny,
you're-
but his dad did like establish like how she was related to him. Dude,
Oh, boy.
talk about dodging a bullet though, to like have not pursued that any further. Imagine you've already sent nudes. Or like imagine like you went on that first date already. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
That could have been awful.
That's why you shut it down. You gotta shut it down.
You gotta shut it down. You're right.
Yeah.
Like you never
Can't
know.
be-
I don't know. Like that's gonna make for a really weird engagement announcement one day.
Hey. Why do we have the same invite list?
Dude, me and Sammy did the Ancestry DNA test, and like people are always like, haha, you guys look similar, blah blah blah.
It's better not to know. It's better
Yeah,
not to know.
well,
Don't do an ancestry test.
it probably is better not to know. So yeah, we always get those jokes. Haha, you guys look the same. Like we all know for sure what your kid's gonna look like because, dude, I don't know if you saw the back of our wedding invite, but like when we were babies, we really did look the same. Like we had the same hair, same facial
All babies look
structure,
the
everything.
same.
No, dude, we looked. I'm not talking like infant baby. I'm talking like 2 or 3 years old. We looked the fucking same, dude. But even now, like we dress the same. We have a lot of the same thoughts. Granted, I was wearing glasses all the time and flannels before her. You know, she kind of stole my style. But it's all right. I think it looks sexy on her. So,
On your cousin?
dude, I'm talking about my wife right now.
You haven't told us how related you are yet.
That's true. I need to get to the end of the story here. So we're doing an Ancestry DNA test, and it wasn't until after we submitted we're like, oh fuck, we probably shouldn't have done that. Like, what if we've already gotten engaged, we've already announced it. Like, what happens if it comes back and it's like, hey, you guys are like third cousins or something? So here begs the question: we already started have to establish this third cousins, yes or no? That's getting pretty off in the weeds. You know,
Third cousin.
third cousin, you have a lot more third and fourth cousins than you know, and that's something that like was brought up in Ancestry. I have a shit ton. Like it tells you anyone who's family technically who's done the Ancestry DNA. I don't know 90% of this list because they're all like third and fourth cousins, and who the fuck knows who they are? So we had to like think to ourselves before we open these results. Third and fourth cousin, is that fine? What do we think? What are we establishing?
I gotta look this up. I don't even know what a third cousin is.
That's getting real off in the weeds.
Family tree explanation. Okay, so
Dude, my nose is so runny. I need to get allergy medicine. Fuck.
okay. So I don't know if this is gonna be backwards for you, but that's what it looks like.
So third cousins.
You might be able to
Wait,
we can
pull
talk
that up
about it.
again. Pull that up again.
You might be able to we can talk about it and then you can like look this up yourself and put it in the video
Second
just to like
yeah.
screen it on there.
Great grand and dude, fuck your third cousin. That's so like the only grandparent you actually share is your great grandparent, or is that only
no,
two greats?
just one.
Just
Your
one.
Yeah, you share you share a great grandparent. So like your great grandma and
We have
her
the same great grandma.
Yeah, we do. But it's just one more over. So our great grandma's sister, kids, and dad.
Oh, okay.
And so okay.
So we're talking about in our family, and I'll bleep out this family, of course, just in case. We're talking about the right now.
Yeah.
Great grandpa Lloyd's brother, is that his name? They're related to
think
his
so.
family.
Oh, okay. Were there any girls in their family?
That's
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
doesn't matter.
Know what the guys are. Doesn't matter. That's a no. Anyone else could.
Yeah.
For me personally, no. No. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I feel like third cousins, that's getting pretty far out there. And then, dude, the fourth cousin list, that list was just unending on Ancestry.
Yeah.
That really
You're
is like, if
related
it's
to
a fourth
everybody.
cousin, you know, like it could be your neighbor and you had no idea. Just fuck him. Like,
Yeah. I mean,
just do it.
as long.
You're probably not
Yeah.
going to know that you're even cousins unless you do a DNA test if you're fourth
Yeah.
cousins. You're not showing up to
Also,
each other's
don't do it.
reunions.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's another question, and this kind of gets back to what me and Sammy were trying to figure out right before we read the DNA. We're already engaged. We've already fucked a lot. Even had a couple pregnancy scares.
Flex.
If we're third or fourth cousins, do we just bite the bullet, or do we say, all right, it's not really going to work out?
You gotta bite the bullet at this point. You're too far in.
Yeah, we got to
You're in
commit.
too deep.
Dude, we're in the third quarter right now. Well, now we're in the... No, we're still in the third quarter. I would say the fourth quarter is when we have a kid. Like, that's...
Yeah.
Yeah. We're married
Yeah.
now, but the fourth
Yep.
quarter is when you have a kid.
That's the
And you
last
start
step.
really building your empire. Dude, when I start having
Overtime is
kids,
when you retire.
we're building a fucking empire, dude. It starts with this podcast, but our kids are going to continue this podcast. I'm going to be fucking
That'd be
proud of
crazy.
them.
That'd be crazy.
Oh, yeah. I'm on one right now, man. I'm ready. I'm ready for tonight. Should we tease what the next episode's going to include?
Yeah, might as well.
All right, let's talk about it. Who we got showing up for our next episode?
We have our second cousin.
Yeah, we're all second cousins.
Yeah, we have our second cousin coming on for cousin of the week.
You've probably heard of her before if you watched the
yes.
first episode.
She has been mentioned. Jadrian is coming on.
Jadrian is coming on.
Yeah, we're just gonna hang out
is coming on the podcast.
Which was the plan the whole time.
It's gonna be fun, dude. Have you come up with questions to ask or topics?
No.
I'm gonna work on some
too. Open up a cold drink and then think about it.
We should get drunk and come up with topics. What could possibly go wrong from last time?
I would say we should have learned our lesson, but I'm going back to school. I'm not gonna see anybody. Not my problem.
I'm gonna see people. It's okay. It could be my problem. Could still be fun.
It's more fun though.
Oh, dude, milk burps. Oh.
Don't drink milk.
That's disgusting.
You're literally lactose intolerant.
I might be. I just keep burping. That might be a sign.
Everyone is. Everyone's lactose intolerant. You're not supposed to drink other animals' milk.
Dude, when Sammy starts lactating, it's going to be the best day of my life, man. I'm going to actually have something worth sucking for on those titties, okay?
Jesus, you're going to have to cut that. That's cut.
All right. So
turn off the cameras.
Next episode.
We're done.
It's just my heart rate, man. My heart rate and BP are up from the from mowing outside. I'm on one today. So next episode we got Jadrian coming on here. The CUZNS cast is growing, dude. We gotta keep finding like cousins to bring on.
Till we get to our hot fourth cousins.
That's.
Can have a dating show.
I was just about to say dating show. We'll just find random fourth cousins and be like, "Hey, do you want to be on this dating show we're hosting?" And not tell them that they're cousins. Dude, we should fucking do that. All right.
That would be so funny.
Let's pencil that one down.
Like, oh, you chose mystery man number 2. As it turns out, your second cousin Richard.
We can be like Maury or something like that. The results are in. You are cousins. Dude.
You share 65% DNA.
People who are in relationships, like whether they're already fucking married or if they've been dating for a while and want to have like the same experience Sammy and I did, they should do DNA tests and then send us the results and we'll announce live on the podcast.
That would be hilarious.
You are not cousins. You may continue dating.
Yeah.
The results are in. You are cousins. We should
like
do that.
A second date update on
Q102.
Q102, yeah. But it's second cousin update.
Second cousin update. Dude. We should do this. Yo, if you guys are listening to this podcast and you're concerned, like, hey, me and my significant other, we do look a little bit alike, and we do have a lot of similarities, both in personality and physical attributes. Yep. And you want to know, take a 23andMe and send us the results, and we'll read them for you. We'll confirm for you if you're indeed cousins or not. Yeah, this could be fun.
It will be fun.
All right, but Jadrian's coming on the next episode. It's going to be fun. I'm excited. For everyone who said that she's going to hate us after that last podcast, fuck you. She willingly wanted to be on this podcast now.
Yeah. It was funny.
Yeah, it was fun. It was
jokes.
It's
all fun and it's a joke. It's all fun and games.
We can't trend in comedy on Spotify and YouTube and Apple if we
without
don't
making jokes.
Yeah, without making jokes. Like jokes. if we don't, push the lines a little bit.
Yeah. Well,
just
we're not going to push it that far again. But
yeah, we're not going to get canceled by our own family again. That's not happening.
Yeah. But check out the YouTube, subscribe. The more subscribers we get, the better. So then we can afford some cooler studio stuff.
Yeah, fucking inflate our egos for us.
Yeah, for real.
Follow us on TikTok.
Follow TikTok, Instagram.
Dude, our TikToks have been popping off, but like no one's fucking following us from it. So you know what? Fuck you. If you're watching our TikTok, fucking follow too. Don't you want to become a cousin? Don't you want to keep it in the family? Yeah, keep it in the family.
And what else do we have? Oh, listen on Spotify and Apple Podcast.
Yep, we're verified on Apple Podcasts again. I think we got banned from it for our content,
Ooh,
but we're
well,
back.
Thank you. Thank goodness. It's free. You know, what
We're
else are
back.
you doing?
Yep.
You don't have to pay for it yet.
Yep.
And
Give us 5-star reviews. Tell us that like you're
Yeah.
part of the family.
we do have a 5-star rating on Spotify podcast.
We do.
As of right now. It was me, but
Give us a 5-star rating. Share the
Yeah,
podcast
or-
with your friends.
or however you feel about it.
Let's
as long as
fucking
it's a
grow
4 or
this
5.
family.
Yeah.
Let's
grow.
do it. Yeah, keep it in the family. All right, dude.
Okay. Also,
Yeah.
the intro
Oh, dude, yeah.
took me like 2 hours to make.
My favorite part about it was the part that I did not hear in the Snapchat you sent me, the random cousins.
I
Me
know, I
and
tried to
Sammy,
get it as-
we turned and looked at each other and we're like, what the fuck? Just cousins.
Cousins. Try to get it smooth in there right after the synthesizer.
I love the beginning there, though.
And then the fiddle comes in.
It is.
The
It's
banjo.
it is backwoods pop as possible, and I fucking love it.
Yeah.
All right, y'all, become a cousin.
Yeah.
Keep it in the family.
Yep.
We'll see you guys next episode. Peace
Peace.
out.
Cousins.